Hey guys, it's Mandy. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. Thank you for clicking on this video. We are on day 5. Day 5 or 6? I think we're on day 6 actually, of having our sweet, sweet Alaska. We're so happy to have her here. She's been a handful to say the least, but nothing that we weren't expecting and nothing that we weren't prepared for. But I just wanted to make this video to let you know, like, the first week of having this little puppy, which is an extreme handful, more so than I'm sure other puppies would be, even though all puppies are really a lot of handfuls, but Huskies in particular are very loud, need a lot of attention, need a lot of energy drainage, bite a lot, and I just wanted to give you like some tips and tricks on how we have dealt with that in the best way that's worked for us really, really, really well. And it's a little bit different than the old school way of doing it, like what we did with Winnie, what we did with Dozer, because those things that we did with them didn't really work for them, you know what I mean? So I wanted to make this video of the tips and tricks for Huskies and how to Husky puppies, and just any puppy in particular, to make it easier for you. But first, we are going to be taking Alaska to the vet for the first time, and because of coronavirus, don't worry, social distancing, there's a whole procedure in place where it's by appointment only, one at a time. The doors are literally locked. You have to call a number when you arrive there, and they literally come and pick her up, and then they give you the results via phone call. So there's no human contact whatsoever except for with the dog and the veterinarian. So that's the way of doing it, and we're gonna wear our masks and our gloves, and we're probably gonna take Alaska over to the house, Jess and I's house, and see how she reacts to it for the very first time. Even though there's a lot of renovations going on there right now, we can't stay there right now, but we wanted to drop by and let Alaska see it and run around and everything else. So yeah, we're gonna take her to the vet, so come with us to take her to the vet. The reason why we're taking her is because we wanted to just do a simple checkup, and we wanted to see what the next shots that she needs are, as well as groom her nails because they're extremely sharp. She doesn't mean to, but when she's playing, obviously because her nails are so sharp, it literally is so sharp that it draws blood. So she scratched us so many times and it's drawn blood. Just when she's playing, like, she doesn't mean to be hurtful or anything. Her nails are just really long and really sharp. And she's also had a little bit of diarrhea. I don't know if it's because of the food, because we have kept her on the same food that the vet, or that the breeder had her on initially, which is what you should always be doing. But I don't think it's the best food, to be honest. So I'm gonna let the vet tell me what she thinks, he or she thinks we should put her on as far as food goes. But yeah, so let's hop in the car and go, and I'll let you know what happens with the vet and what she has to say. And then after that, I will give you all the tips and tricks for dealing with a Husky puppy, especially on the first few days, first week or so. She's playing, she's so cute. Hi, Alaska. Oh, she's got hiccups. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. Yeah, look at that belly. She's so cute. I love puppies because they're just so clumsy, you know? Oh, there's Daddy. Hi. Daddy with his coffee.
Good girl.
Let's go. Got a little fox sleeping on me. She's not a big fan of car. She doesn't really know like what's going on. You know, she's only been in this planet. Her soul has only been on this earth for 8 weeks this week. So she's literally, why am I emotional? I'm literally crying. I'm literally about to cry. She's literally experiencing everything for the very first time. And it's such a beautiful thing to like be a part of it. I'm gonna cry.
No one. Not a single soul. Mandy. I'm getting emotional.
I'm getting emotional. It's just such a beautiful thing, you know, life and babies and just like them like finding comfort in your arms, and it's just like them trusting you. I was literally on a walk with her and Winnie with my mom, and I was telling her about how like it's like so strange that like I pick her up and I feel her heartbeat in my hands, and it's like, oh my god, like I have this living thing that like I have to take care of it, and it's alive and it's living and it has its own personality, and it's just so insane. It's just so insane to think about like I am responsible for this little thing that's living in my lap right now. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Look at that blue eye. Look at that blue eye. She's sleepy. We took her outside and we gave her a little playtime before we got into the car. So she's okay. She was a little freaked out in the beginning, but we're good now. So we're gonna go to the vet. We're gonna let you guys know what happens once we're there, and yeah, see you there. And she's looking a bit outside, which is really cute. She's sleepy. Yep, yeah. You sleepy, mama?
And like low-key, babe, we should probably...
Hey, sweetness. You okay? We're here. We're here, mama. So we're actually stopping at home first because we're a little early, so we're gonna get her acquainted with mine and Jess's house. Gonna set her down to pee. She's never been here before, so she's probably super weirded out. Alaska's first time. Yeah. First time seeing the apartment. What is this place? What is this place? Closed all the doors because I don't want her getting in any mischief. Where's Daddy going? Where's Daddy going? Oh, she hit her head. Yeah. What's going on here? Where's a couch? It's time to go to the vet. So we just gave her to the vet because of coronavirus, you know, like we had a consultation on the phone, and then she came out, snatched her. She seemed really nice, so I'm hoping Alaska feels comfortable. She wasn't shaking or anything. She was in her arms. She felt fine, I think. She wasn't yelling or crying or anything, so I think we're good.
It's also the energy that the person passes on to her too, right?
There's some good vibes going on.
Yeah, super good
some good vibes. So we'll see what happens. See you soon. And we're back. Alaska's in my arms again. She's perfectly fine. It went really well. We gave her a sample of her poopies just to make sure that there's no parasites. And she gave us some medication for the diarrhea and the deworming and everything. And she's gonna book us in for her next set of shots, which will be in 2 weeks or so. So it went really well. She got her nails filed, little bit of a trim down. And yeah, so it went well. We're on our way back home to my parents' house. And once I get there, I will give her some lunch. And I'll let you guys know the tips and tricks for the first week of owning a little baby husky puppy and what's worked for us. So yeah, see you then. Bye. Say bye, little baby Alaska. Say bye-bye. She's a good girl. So we just went on a long jog, like almost a full block, just running. She ran behind Winnie the whole time, which is good because usually she doesn't really walk or run without Winnie, because she kind of watches Winnie and what she's doing, and then she kind of copies it, which is pretty cute. Yeah, there she is. Hi, Allie. Hi. Hey guys, it's Mandy. I'm back and I'm sorry I didn't make my bed and make my room. Honestly, I don't have much time to film this really because I have a little baby to take care of now. And right now she's sleeping in her crate that she absolutely loves. And to finish off this video, I wanted to go over the tips and tricks that we have used that have seriously worked for us, worked wonders for us in the first little puppy week of owning a puppy. And this applies to dog owners already, new owners especially, and everything. So yeah, let's hop into it. So the first rule of thumb is make sure that your little puppy is on a set schedule. Like for huskies, puppies, they have to eat 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The thing is they need to go outside for a poop and a pee pretty much every 45 minutes while they're awake. So you need to take them out for a pee and poop first thing in the morning, last thing before they go to bed, anytime they're finished eating, and anytime they're finished napping, anytime they're finished playing. Remember those things, otherwise they will pee and poop around your house. And if they do, it's okay. It's okay to have accidents. Most of the time, I'd say 90% of the time, this works for us. Sometimes we'll take her out for a pee, we'll come back in, she'll have a little drink of water and she pees right away again. They have really small bladders, so obviously they have accidents, just like a little human baby would. Just remember that. Don't expect too much from your little puppies because just like a little human baby, they're gonna have accidents and you really can't train them until they're older so that they can actually comprehend the idea of the training and they can remember it and they can understand it better. But what you can do while they're a little puppy is you can get them into a routine which they will start recognizing right off the bat. Bring them to the same spot to go to the bathroom. Anytime they go to the bathroom, you know, kind of after a couple days, you should be able to realize what your puppy's kind of weird run around thing is before they take a poop or a pee. Like Alaska will kind of sniff around the floor and kind of run around really quick in random spurts, and then, you know, that's how you know that she needs to pee or poop. So right away we take her outside. And then another thing that's been a lifesaver for us is the crate should be an absolute safe, happy place for the dog. So whenever you're punishing it, don't put it in the crate. Don't get mad at it and throw it in the crate. Don't spend too much time in the crate. Honestly, puppies should only spend as much time in the crate as however many months that they're old. So if they're 2 months old, then they should spend 2 hours they could only spend 2 hours in the crate. 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and then, you know, obviously they can't go 12 hours in the crate when they're 12 months old, but you know what I mean? Like after like, you know, 6 months, you really shouldn't be leaving your puppy in the crate for 6 hours at a time whatsoever. As far as the crate goes, the crate should be in a room where you are gonna be most of the time. So that is bedroom, obviously. If she's gonna go to bed at night, having us in the room and her being able to see us and hear us and feel us in the room with her gives her a state of peace. So she's not screaming and yelling all night. If you lock them in the garage, if you lock them in the basement and they feel isolated and they feel alone, yeah, they're gonna scream and cry all night and they're gonna end up hating the crate, and you're gonna be dealing with that for many, many months to come. If they feel like they're close with you and they can see you, that'll help. Also, if it's a brand new little puppy, they're gonna be waking up throughout the night and they're gonna be needing to poop and pee, and it's not good reinforcement for them to be crying and then you take them out of the crate, because they're gonna be crying and then you're gonna be taking them out of the crate and they think that every time they cry, you're gonna take them out, and that's not a good routine to put them in. So instead of doing that, you should set a timer every single night to wake them up, bring them outside to poop and pee, and then bring them back in, and you know, you should establish that schedule. So for Alaska, we put her to bed at around 11, 12, because Luca gets off work at 12, so it makes sense that he'd come home, give her a little walk and a little play and a little lovin', and she'll go to bed, and then we'll set a timer for 3 a.m. It's kind of brutal, but that's how it is. It's either you set a timer, you wake up on that time, you bring the dog outside, no hassle, and you go right back to sleep without any screaming, howling, barking, none of it. So at 3 a.m. we wake her up, we take her out for a pee and a poop, she comes back in, goes right back to sleep. Sometimes she needs to get a little bit of energy out, so sometimes we'll play with her for a little bit, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and she goes right back in her crate to sleep, and then you go right back to sleep, and then we wake up at around 6 or 7, take her out on another pee and poop, feed her, take her for a walk, playtime, then she goes back to bed, and then you can sleep until around like, you know, 9 or 10. And then your day begins. Yeah, so spending a lot of energy on them, making sure they go for nice walks, and oh, and remember, baby puppies cannot really go for walks. They're not used to collars, they're not used to harnesses, so you have to kind of get them into a routine of kind of starting to go on a walk. If they walk at the end of the driveway, that's good. If they walk to the mailbox, that's good. They don't have to walk around the block right away. They're probably not gonna do it. They don't really know what they're doing. You know, they're seeing everything for the first time. What we did with her was anytime we take Winnie for a walk, she would walk a little bit, maybe like a quarter of the way, and then we'd carry her around the block, but at least she would get to see the block, so that when we went out with her last night, which was day 5, she actually ended up almost running the whole block, and she knew where she was, and she did such a good job. I was so proud of her. Normally they wouldn't walk or run that far, but she did. So, and if you have other dogs, if you take your puppy out for a walk while you're taking the other one out for a walk, that's good, because she or he will learn from the dog that you've already trained, that knows how to walk, and she will follow right behind and do exactly what that dog is doing. Just like Winnie, for her, she literally follows Winnie in everything she does. So we can't really get her to walk on her own with just Luca and I. If Winnie's there and she's going for a walk, Alaska will trot right alongside her, and it's really, really, really cute. And she just kind of follows Winnie, and whatever Winnie sniffs, Alaska sniffs. It's super, super cute. But yeah, as far as biting and all of that goes, puppies, they bite. They're just learning their bite threshold. That's their way of communicating. That's their way of playing. If they're biting on things, just make sure they have a lot of chew toys, fluffy toys, and whatever they're biting, put the toy in their mouths instead, so they kind of get in the routine of, okay, this is what I'm supposed to have in my mouth, this is what I'm supposed to be chewing on. They respond hardcore to low vibration voice and high vibration voice, So you don't need to do any physical discipline whatsoever. You don't need to hurt your dog. You don't need to hit your dog. None of that low tones. Like, no. I don't want to like upset her right now. But low tones show that you're upset. And high-pitched tones, like, make them feel really happy. She just opened her eyes now because I did that. Oh, no. Don't wake up. Don't wake up. She's had a long day so far. It's only 1:45 and we've already taken her to a vet. We've already taken her on a run. Played with her a lot. We've been up since like 6:30 with her. And so now she's just sleeping in our crate happily. Like a good puppy. She really does love her crate, and that's so important. She needs, dogs should love their crates, honestly. It should be a happy place for them. She just plops right in there sometimes without us even having to put her in it. She just kind of pops right in there and falls asleep on her own. It's really cute. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click that like button and click subscribe if you haven't already. And click the notification bell because I do make videos every single week. And honestly, if you guys want to see 24 hours with Alaska and how I do like put all of these things into play, the routine, the schedule, let me know in the comment section below what you want to see as far as Alaska goes. And if you want to keep up with these vlogs, let me know. And I would be so more than happy to do that. I would be so happy with all the Alaska content, honestly. There's so much to film. And I'm so happy to do it, honestly. So if you'd like to see any more of that, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.